Hi everyone, welcome back to CPP with Omkar, the place where coding becomes easy. In today's video, we will understand one of the most important basics of C++, variables and data types. Let us dive in. Start with variables. Variables are the name given to a memory location where data is stored. For example, think of it like a container. We can store something in it, change it, and use it later. For example, int age equal to 18, where int is a data type, age is a variable name, and 18 is stored value at the age, which is known as a memory location. We know that how to create a variable and what is meant by variable. So we can write a simple program using variable hash include iostream using namespace main function create variable now with assigning value. Now see out that variable. Run in terminal. See now executed with using variable. And variable names are case sensitive. That means the uppercase letters of all alphabets and lowercase letters of all alphabets are different. For example, there is a age. If I change to this A to uppercase and if I will run it, it will throw an error. This is called case sensitive. They are completely different. In C++, there are a lot of data types depending on the kind of value you want to store. In C++ data types, they are categorized into two kinds. First one is primitive and second one is user defined. Primitive data types are built-in data types which are created by compiler. For example, like integer called int, float, double, and character, etc. These are primitive data types. In case of user-defined data type, these are created by the programmer. Libraries like STL, Standard Template Library, we will study in upcoming lectures. They help to create complex data models, whereas in primitive, they are simple models, they are fixed. But in user-defined, we can change. Examples for user-defined data types are strings, arrays, and vectors. These are examples for user-defined data types. We will see in further. I have already said all primitive data types are fixed size according to them. To know their size with the help of size of function. For example, like this, cout size of data type integer. Gonna take. Now run it. 4 is the size of integer and 8 is our variable answer. We'll see size of all the primitive data types. See, integer have size of 4 bytes, float also same 4 bytes, character 1, double 8 and boolean as a 1 byte. Why there are so many primitive data types like int, float, double, character, etc. Because integer will read the integer values like 1, 2, 3, so on. And float will read the decimal values and double will read also decimal values, but it has a longer range. We already see it in previous, it has a 8 bytes and a character will read single character at a time. We will see some examples here, like int age equal to 18. It is storing a integer value, and float float 5 equal to 3.14. It is storing decimal value. Character character char grade equal to, we have to store in single quotes, a, and double double you will see further, and boolean, it will return true false, is pass equal to true. Just see out them. Age, grade, see out is pass. I forgot to give here. Next line. Okay, done. Now run it. See, 18 3.14 grade A. Boolean has written 1. 1 means true, 0 means false. See, by this data types we are able to classify. Integer is storing integer values, float is storing decimal values, character is storing single character values, boolean is storing true false. We want to give integer decimal value. I am passing decimal value to integer. Now we will run. It will run, but what values it going to be give? See, now it is giving 3, but we have given 3.13. The integer is rounding off the number. It will retain a integer value itself. If we will pass 3.99 also, it will return 3 only. So that's why there is a classification of primitive data types. Like we learn about size of each primitive data type, but how much it can store the values. For example, integer as a 4 bytes. There is a formula to find what is a maximum range and minimum range of an integer. That is minus 2 power n minus 1 to 2 power n minus 1 minus 1, where n equal to number of bits. Bits means 1 byte is equals to 8 bits. Means integer having 32 bits. The range will be minus 2 power 32 minus 1 to 2 power 32 minus 1 and minus 1. That will be the range of the integer. We can store up to that. For same like integer, float, character, double. So double having the 8 bytes. So it has a higher range value. We can store large number of data. For example, see now I'm creating a double age 2. I am passing the out now age 1. Now run it. It's given the data. But if we run in integer, we won't get this much of range because integer having just 4 bytes, but double having the 8 bytes. The formula to do this is minus 2 power n minus 1 to 2 power n minus 1 minus 1, where n is number of bytes. Same value of double is given to integer, it won't work. For example, copy paste. Now run it. See, integer can't accommodate this much value because it has a range of 4 bytes itself. So we will see about user defined data type like strings, arrays, characters. In this video, we will see the how the syntax will be, and we have a dedicated classes for strings and arrays and vectors. We will see all the functionalities here. Now go for strings. To create a string, we need a data type called string and variable name, and we have to store data in double quotes. Run it. Yes, we are getting Omkar. Now we will come to definition of a string. String is a set of characters which are enclosed in double quotes. Set of a character means O is a one single character, M is a one single character, like that. Set of a characters that are enclosed in double quotes is known as a string. Now to declare array, we use int array brackets 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4. This is the basic implementation of array, where integer is a data type, array is a name. These double quotes represent the size of a array. We have not passed the size, but right side we have given the elements in curly braces. Automatically the compiler will take how many elements are there in right side, it taken as a size. Now run it. See, we are getting something called garbage value here because we have not specifiedly not said which index we want. Now we will go for array. Array has a basic syntax like firstly data type and name of the array and size of the array. After that, what are the elements are going to be stored like this. Int arr. In these brackets we are going to define the size, but if we won't define also nothing will happen because at right side we are giving the elements which are going to be stored. What the elements are going to be stored, the size will be automatically taken by the compiler. Coming to the definition of array, array is a contiguous memory allocations like this. If one is stored at 100 location, the size of an integer is 4 bytes. Then 2 is stored at 104th location. 3 is stored at 108th location, like that. If we want to, and array deal with index concept. If 1 is stored at 1 not in array, index start with 0 and end with n minus 1. For example, here the elements are 4. The last index value will be 3. The first index value will be 0. If you want to see out array directly, we are not going to get value. I will run it. We are getting garbage value because we have not specified any location in the cout, because this array will follow the concept of index. If I define location of that, I want to store third location, means we are accessing fourth because end is a n minus 1. If I will run this, I will get answer as a 4. See, we are getting answer as a 4. Now we will go for vectors. Vectors are also same like arrays itself, but they are dynamically. What is mean by dynamic? Dynamic means we can change at runtime. If arrays are not dynamic, because if we define the size, it won't be changed. But in vectors, it will do. We will discuss in dedicated video on vectors. To define the vector, first we need to include here hash include vector. After including this vector less than int data type, and we are creating variable here vc vector and store the values like arrays 1 2 3 4 5 etc. The index system for the vector also same like arrays itself, and accessing also same. Cout. See, we are getting 4 4. I forgot to give here next line. Now run it. See, we are getting 4. But vectors are dynamic in nature. We can change at runtime also. We will discuss on dedicated video on vectors. That is everything you need to know about variable and data types and their sizes in C++. If you found this video helpful, please hit like, subscribe and turn on the notification. Up next, we will learn about type conversions and arithmetic operators in C++. So stay tuned. Thank you for watching and keep coding with CPP with Omkar.